Hello YouTube, this is the D.B.T Show, episode 45, and today I'm going to review Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I've got Pearl version, my sister's got Diamond version. It's a pretty good Pokemon game. I've been playing Pokemon for quite a long time now. The first game I played was Blue version, back in about 1995. So let's get started on reviewing the most modern one. Right, we'll start with this and begin. Now, there's basically no storyline in the Pokemon games as I see. This is not a spin-off like Pokemon Ranger and Pokemon Choosy and Pokemon Link and all that. It's just a standard Pokemon game. You play as a trainer, you go around catching Pokemon, collecting gym badges, collecting Pokemon, and hiking through caves, hiking through mountains, all that sort of standard Pokemon stuff. And it's a pretty good game. So let's load up my file. So let's firstly go to graphics. The graphics in this game are really, really good. I like the way they look. They don't look that much different from the Game Boy Advance Pokemon Leaf Green, but they still look pretty good. An addition that they made this time is that you can actually run inside buildings, so getting around towns and around buildings can be a lot faster. Okay, the multiplayer in this game is pretty good, apart from one thing, which I will explain later. You can still trade Pokemon. You can still battle your friends' Pokemon. It's also a new thing where you go into underground cave. They can also steal your friend. You go into your friend's secret base, and you can steal your friend's flag. This is probably the worst multiplayer game that Nintendo's ever thought of. All you do is basically go inside your friend's base and steal a flag. That sounds really boring, so I never even bother that multiplayer option. Okay, next let's move to controls. Controls of this game basically use the arrow pad to move around. The start button brings up your menu. So you poke it, you bang it up, save and all that stuff. The X button also brings up your menu. Your Y button can be set as a certain item, so you can use your bicycle, poke it, your fishing rod, all that sort of stuff. The select button is not used at all in this game, and neither they are R buttons, apart from when you're in your PC switching out your Pokemon. Let's go to the battles. I'll just show you one random battle. Here we go. The battle system hasn't really changed that much at all. The battle system is pretty much the same as it was previously. I've already finished this game. I'll just show you a small battle with my Winger, which I'm training up at the moment. Most of the Pokemon attacks, the battle animations look good, but some of them can look kind of shitty. Apart, example, Soulbeam. Soulbeam looks rubbish in this game, and it really kind of spoils what Soulbeam looks like. Basically, in this game, Soulbeam seems to come from the sky when it's not supposed to. It's meant to come out of the Pokemon, which makes it look really stupid. You have hit points, which is your health, and every time you get a certain number of experience points, your Pokemon will level up and become stronger and learn new moves. Your Pokemon have up to 4 moves. Once you've run out of move space, you have to delete an old move and pick a new one. A good thing about this game is also you can actually relearn old moves which you've forgotten already. But if you go into the underground and get a heart scale and take it to a special person, you can actually relearn an old move which you've forgotten before. Which is really, really good, because some moves that you may forget by accident, you might want to get them back. Okay, let's move on to music in this game. Music in this game is pretty good, although sometimes it can be kind of annoying, but it's okay. Gameplay of this game is it's an RPG, a really good RPG. It's can be a lot harder than some of the other Pokemon games I've played. Because sometimes when you go in certain towns, you may feel like you have no idea what you're doing and you may get lost quite a few times. There is one point in the game where you will find that when you try to go every route, there'll be a giant something blocking your way, which can be really annoying. So this Pokemon game can be pretty hard. Okay, the good stuff about this game is the gameplay. There's loads and loads of different Pokemon in this game. Personally, I think Nintendo's gone kind of overboard with Pokemon, really. Because now there's over 493 Pokemon in the Pokemon universe. And I'm not so sure, but I think they're getting too many Pokemon. Because capturing them all is extremely difficult. And the new feature which is added to the game is this thing, the Pokewatch. The Pokewatch is part of your touchscreen. Basically, the Pokewatch has several functions to help you through your Pokemon quest. Has a clock on it, a calculator, a drawing pad, a stepometer, which is pointless. The stepometer in this game is completely pointless. Why is it in there? I have no idea. I have found no use for it whatsoever. There's one that lets you look at the party. There's a friendship checker, which is quite useful. The item finding in this game is flawed because it doesn't exactly tell you where to pick up your items where to pick up invisible items. And there's also a map on the Pokewatch so you can find certain things like berries and that. There's also a thing that tells you how your Pokemon are doing in your daycare center, which is extremely useful because I don't want certain Pokemon in my daycare center to be leveled up too high. There's also this setting on the watches that tells you how many Pokemon you've obtained in the past few days. There's this stupid thing, a counter, which doesn't seem to have any relevance at all. It seems to be really pointless. And the really pointless thing is this analog clock. The Pokewatch, oh yeah, it's a digital clock. Why does it need two clocks? There's also this mark map, which basically can take these little shapes and put them on the map so you can mark where you need to go next, which is extremely useful. There's also this one we search for links and that. There's this battle thing which tells you which attacks work against certain Pokemon, which is really useful. I don't know what this one's for. And that's basically it. There are some other expansions to Pokewatch, but I can't find them. So that's all the ones I've got anyway. The Pokédex in this game hasn't really changed that much, although the search doesn't really work that well anymore. Basically, if you want to search, you have to select a number of criteria, and the search thing is extremely picky in this game. If you don't pick the exact criteria, it won't find the certain number of Pokemon. The search thing for the Pokédex was introduced in Pokemon Silver, and the search thing in Pokemon Silver worked perfectly. But in Pokemon Pearl version and Diamond, it does not really work that well. Now, I'm very sorry, YouTube, but I've run out of time. So join me in part 2 of my Pokemon Diamond and Pearl review, while I'll finish off reviewing the game. But until then, bye-bye.